In this age of texts and selfies and instant messaging, do you ever decide instead to send a postcard? They're still out there. Some tourists still grab a card and mail it while on a trip.
But there was a time when postcards were hugely popular, and 207's Don Kerrigan found the reason why, and it might come as a surprise. Hey, Don.
Yes, this is pretty interesting for me. The postcards we're used to seeing nowadays are the beautiful pictures, wish you were here kind of things, right? But back when postcards first began, they were a lot different, and it turns out that the cards have become a valuable chronicle of Maine's history. On the racks, whether a gift shop or general store, it's hard to not at least look at the postcards. Beauty shots of our state in glowing color, a tourism image of Maine. But there was a time, a century ago, when postcards showed how we lived.
The caption says, P.O. Wittapitlock.
Wittapitlock, that small village in northern Maine, captured for a postcard in the early 1900s by the Eastern Illustrating and Publishing Company, and showing, when you can zoom in, amazing detail.
And everyone in the town is coming out to... Here's the barber shop and pool room, and the 5 guys that are in there, including the person getting a shave or a haircut, and the barber came out.
There's more. The postmistress coming out of the post office, the horse and wagon on the gravel main road. It's one piece of a vast collection of Eastern Illustrating photos in the archives of the Penobscot Marine Museum.
But I would say sometimes
Kevin Johnson keeps track of them all. You love this collection.
I do. I'm a little bit obsessed with it. Because we don't have the whole thing, and I've been trying to put it back together.
They do have a lot. From that one main company, the museum has 50,000 old postcard photos.
The Eastern Illustrating and Publishing Company was started by this guy, Rudolf Hermann Cassens. He was born in Rockland. His parents were German immigrants.
Around 1909, he started the company in Belfast, hiring Horace Ellingwood, the guy in the middle, as one photographer, and Herman's brother Fred as another.
He was a teetotaler, and if there were any beer or alcohol advertisements, they had to be removed or hidden.
Postcards had actually started in Germany, he says, but they quickly became a craze in America. Just how crazy, you ask? Incredible.
In one year, 1906 to 1907, 966 million postcards were sent in the United States, which was an average of 6 or 7 postcards per U.S. citizen. That's nearly 1 billion postcards.
Wow.
And what's more amazing is that half of the postcards that were purchased were never sent. They were collected.
Eastern Illustrating wanted a piece of that action. They focused on small-town Maine and New England, where stores wanted local postcards. And there was no shortage of customers to buy postcards, is
Correct.
that right?
They were 2 for 5 cents. The stamps were a penny. So it was, economical to keep in touch.
Shots of people, of main streets, of town halls, of farms and factories and fishing harbors.
And they would spend a day or two making photos, send them the exposed glass plates back to Belfast by train. They'd be processed and shipped back as sample postcards like the next day.
Wow.
They would show the owners, take an order, and then head off to the next town.
Using box cameras like these with glass plate negatives, which, luckily for us, lasted through the years and now can be scanned into computers.
A particularly iconic shot because this is the opening day of the bridge.
The Waldo Hancock Bridge over the Penobscot in 1931.
But when you zoom in, you can see there's a parade of people that are coming across the bridge. And this is the steamship Belfast coming down the river from Bangor.
A whole lot has changed, of course, since the postcard men came through these small Maine towns. But in some places, like here in downtown Searsport, the essence of what they photographed more than a century ago is still here.
In 1909, he decided to start a real photo postcard company.
And people find them fascinating. Kevin gives talks about the collection in towns around the state. This one in Edgecombe, where he was able to include about 30 old images of their town, People love it, he says, because the years have brought a lot of change. Like in Wittipitlock, this shot of the old village Main Street.
And one day when I was going around and doing rephotographing, I went to go find this area and rephotograph it. This busy scene, there is nothing there today. The only thing that you could tell where this was is the bend in the road.
All these postcard photos are a stunning record of what used to be. Eastern Illustrating and Publishing never planned to document Maine's history, Kevin says, but they did. Some of it is still with us, and some is long gone. So much of it captured here in black and white, where we can still step back to see where we came from. Kevin Johnson is continually looking for more postcards from that collection to expand it. So far, they have 30,000 of those images digitized and available on their website for anybody to go and take a look at Penobscot Marine Museum.
If you got 4 hours that you're ready to lose yourself in.
Yeah, and you could lose yourself in it, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Don.